Hey everyone, welcome to part one of my video series, Christ Was No Christian. So, who was he? Alright, so since this is the first video in the whole series, I want to give a little introduction to the whole series, and then I'll get into the actual content of the first video. For more than 1,000 years, from about the later Roman Empire to the scientific revolution, Christianity was the dominant myth of Western culture. Since the scientific revolution, though, many people have lost their faith in Christianity. But we have not been offered a satisfying alternative. Science seems correct to many of us, but it offers no sense of comfort or meaning. In this essay, I go back before either Christianity or science to Jesus himself. I suggest that all our conventional ideas about Jesus, whether religious or scientific, have been inadequate. This essay puts Jesus in the largest possible perspective, encompassing the historical, the psychological, and the spiritual. Okay, so here we go with part one of the essay. This is the introduction and the first section called A Secret. I hope you'll leave comments, and I hope you'll subscribe. And most of all, I hope you'll enjoy and get something out of the videos. Jesus Christ is the central figure of the Western world, or at least a very close second to Elon Musk. In any case, everybody knows who Jesus is. And yet, no one knows who Jesus is. Secular historians agree with the Gospels that, whatever else was true, he astonished those who encountered him. The early Catholic Church was equally flabbergasted. They couldn't decide if he was God or man, so they shrugged and said, both, somehow. Even many modern atheists and agnostics sensed that there was something special about this guy, that he was something more than just a really good person. We cannot know what a panther is by watching it pace back and forth in a cage. We'd need to see it roaming in the jungle. It's the same with Jesus. The specialization of Western culture, the way we divide up reality into religion, science, spirituality, history, psychology, intellect, emotion, the subjective and the objective, has been helpful in many ways. But these enclosures haven't helped us appreciate the fullness of Jesus. Jesus feels radiant and mysterious because he is. He can't be kept inside our convenient containers. He can't be torn from the fabric of reality and studied in isolation. He invites us to experience something more than that. A secret. I wasn't raised Christian. While I was growing up, I'm not sure either of my parents even uttered the word Jesus except in surprise. Not that they had anything against the man. He just wasn't on their radar. We didn't go to church or read the Bible or pay any attention to those who did. Those types were just babbling away in the background about faith, love, and hellfire. My friends then and since have also considered it a given that Christianity has little to offer anyone with a functioning brain and a high school diploma. When I first read the Gospels on my own then, sometime in my 20s, I had the sense I was discovering a secret. How amazing that I could feel that way about the most famous person in Western history. Jesus flared and glowed like a campfire in the pages of Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John. But I didn't talk about this feeling with anyone. My friends would think I was a Christian nutjob. And I wasn't about to join a group of actual Christian nutjobs. And I don't now believe that Christians are nutjobs, by the way. Christianity was little more than a cartoon to me, but not Christ. The claptrap and artificiality that I associated with priests and churches felt utterly disconnected from the man who blazed through the Gospels. Like the difference between a day in the classroom and a day in the woods. I've since come to feel that it isn't just classrooms. Jesus doesn't belong in any of our tidy, fluorescent lit, modern boxes. The next video is part 2, called The Glow. I hope you'll check it out. It'll show up on the screen here and you can click on it.